It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the 49ers and the Rams, coming up next.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Looking to throw on second down. Tyler. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Returnable here from the 38. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 17 carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
You talk about this Rams defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 17 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Tyler.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Taken from just outside the 30. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Justin Jefferson
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
You look at this Niner defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tyler.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Justin Jefferson
with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's getting. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tyler, and this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Purdy bootlegging it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down, 49ers.
Back to Walker on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing here, Purdy. Complete, Jefferson the target.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Purdy. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Operating from the gun, Tyler. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Purdy looking to throw.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
On the counter, it's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Purdy. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Tyler, he'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Tyler.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on 2nd down. Tyler. Finding Williams once more, complete. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 1st down. Tyler.
This one swung out to Williams.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A give for Walker running right.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy off the play fake.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
61 yards.
And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Tyler over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
Off play action. Tyler. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Tyler. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Tyler. Open man right side is Kupp, complete.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here comes the Rams punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, it's Walker.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jamar Chase,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Off the play fake. Tyler, they go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun, Tyler. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
At the 45-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Gain of 3 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
And Walker once more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
But that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now Purdy. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Tyler to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on third down, Tyler connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 23.
A good head down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing on first down. Tyler. He'll hit Jackson, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And taken right at the 35.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Walker with another carry.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st down, 49ers.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the right side, this is Walker. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Tyler, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Tyler. It's caught on the right side. Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And a 49er 1st down.
And going right back to Walker.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 6 now.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This is 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.